I'm bad off right now. Man, I know that I can't talk, I'm bad off right now. You ain't rollin', you ain't rollin', you ain't loaded, you ain't loaded. You ain't out your mind wide open, wide open. You ain't out your biscuit, nigga, you ain't jiggin'. Just get yourself some water, I bet you know hard. You ain't rollin', you ain't rolled, you ain't loaded, you ain't loaded. You ain't out your mind wide open, wide open. You ain't out your biscuit, nigga, you ain't jiggin'. Just get yourself some water, I bet you know harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder.
Brown, blue, green, white, you ain't really out your mind, boy, you really ain't sight. I done started sweating harder, shit, pass me some water and a towel if you got it, cause I'm out my noggin. Graduated from a hair, now I pop 'em by the hole. You ain't loaded like me, you don't roll, I roll. Red, pink, yellow, blue, cause I'm bad off, boy, I thought that you knew. Quit looking like you're looking, you ain't on like I'm on. If you pass me some liquor, every song my song. High as a motherfucker, yeah, I'm out my noodle. Don't get too close, let the size skirt fool.
You ain't rollin', you ain't rolled, you ain't loaded, you ain't loaded. You ain't out your mind wide open, wide open. You ain't out your biscuit, nigga, you ain't jiggin'. Just get yourself some water, I bet you know hard. You ain't rolled, you ain't rolled, you ain't loaded, you ain't loaded. You ain't out your mind wide open, wide open. You ain't out your biscuit, nigga, you ain't jiggin'. Just get yourself some water, I bet you know harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder. Say that daddy, you ain't rollin', you ain't loaded, fish your face. I'm wide open, bad out, trying not to catch a case. I'm bad off, wide open, smelling like an ape. You can call me Tony the Tiger. I feel great. My shrimp, my salad, on my medulla, on my rabbit, man, on my chalupa. And I ain't talking tacos, sweating like a slave, my mouth moving like Paco. I thought another hole for me in a ratchet hole. She jigging out a biscuit, showing them bitches side the road. I'm full of that shit, kid, moving full throttle. I don't need no liquor, nigga, just pass me some water. You ain't rollin', you ain't rolled, you ain't loaded, you ain't loaded. You ain't out your mind wide open, wide open. You ain't out your biscuit, nigga, you ain't jiggin'. Just get yourself some water, I bet you know hard. You ain't rolled, you ain't rolled, you ain't loaded, you ain't loaded. You ain't out your mind wide open, wide open. You ain't out your biscuit, nigga, you ain't jiggin'. Just get yourself some water, I bet you know harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder. Rolling off one, no, rolling off two. Pass me some water, I don't want no goose. Mugging jaws locked down and they won't let loose. Steady hollering, send me up, and I'm already through. Who that is, Junior Pimp? Yep, you already knew. Tallest nigga on the set, fresh chunking up the deuce. Polo fitted, shoulders, chest, yes, down to the shoe. Looking like $1 million, feeling like 1, 2. Hey, plus fresh got me full of that drink. Junkin' status, chewing everything you put in my face. Out of there, take a look at my face. Put it how you wanna put it, I'm straight. You ain't rolled, you ain't rolled, you ain't loaded, you ain't loaded. You ain't out your mind wide open, wide open. You ain't out your biscuit, nigga, you ain't jiggin'. Just get yourself some water, I bet you know hard. You ain't rolled, you ain't rolled, you ain't loaded, you ain't loaded. You ain't out your mind wide open, wide open. You ain't out your biscuit, nigga, you ain't jiggin'. Just get yourself some water, I bet you know harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder. Pass me some water so I can roll harder.
We are back. Welcome to Optimistic Talk Radio.
Hey, this is Ivy.
What's the deal? What's the deal?
Oh,
What's
my
the
bad.
deal, D-Bell? What's up, Ivy? You good? What's up, boy? This Ricky Ticky Taffy. Sweet like a
Give
Laffy
him
Taffy.
hell. Did you
Happening
miss
with
me?
you? D-Bell, welcome back, my boy.
Appreciate it, fam.
Welcome everybody back. We took a couple of weeks off. I hope everybody, couple of weeks was good. That type of stuff. Everybody cooling?
Everybody was frozen in the house, clearly.
Yeah. We were definitely locked in. When it little ice, little snow hit the streets down here, it's over with. They don't have the manpower to help it, so it's over with. Everything shut down. But hey,
Least
we
when
back in
bad
the
as
building.
also.
What's up, bro?
I was saying, at least when that bad as they projected it to be.
Yeah. That's good. Everybody ran out and bought all the waters and toilet paper. And how many times you gonna shit? God, no. What's water you there? You don't drink water no other time during the year. And they say little freeze coming out. You want to go buy up all the water? That water gonna be sitting in the living room for the whole year. You don't even drink no water, mustache. Oh shit.
Damn.
For real, it had to be hot. I'm looking. I had bought all my water, but it was just seeing that people just walking out with 10 cases of water for 2 days. Man, y'all chill out, bro. Shit, chill out. Oh well, let's go ahead and get into these topics, man. So the Grammy Awards came on. Was it last night? I think it was last night.
It was last
Grammy,
night.
Yep. Grammy Awards came on, and K. Dot swept the Grammys again. 5 more Grammys that he got. I think he had 9 nominations, but he got 5 more, which puts him at 27 Grammys, which he is the rapper with the most Grammys. Passed up Jay-Z. Jay got 25 of them.
I had passed my boy.
He did. He passed him up.
Oh man.
Passed up Ho. How y'all feel about the Ivy?
Wait, you know how I feel about K-Dot.
My go ahead.
I said, well, y'all know how I feel about K-Dot. I love me some Kendrick Lamar. Honestly, I think he deserves it. Okay. I think he is very lyrical, very strategic. I like him. I think it was well deserved, in my personal opinion.
Well,
What you gonna say, D-Bell?
Oh yeah, D-Bell, what you was gonna say, bro?
Bro, no, I'm just asking the question: how does Beyonce have? I know different category, but I don't seem like if he got that many this early. Like
well, I wouldn't even say early. He been out for a little minute.
Yeah, yes.
What you about to say, D-Bell? My bad.
I was say I know how Rick. I was gonna let you go, Rick, because I know how you feel about Drake. Even though I'm more big of a Drake fan than K-Dot, but I was gonna let Rick go and handle this one.
Well, I'm gonna put it out here like this. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of artists who don't submit their music to the Grammys, like Drake, like The Weeknd, like other artists who don't even put themselves in the ring for it because it's already been proven. It's a fact that came out that the Grammys are bought and paid for by the record labels. And so with who the record label wants to win, the Grammys are going to abide by that because that's how they pay the bills. So, you take that how you want to, but hey, congratulations to Kendrick Lamar. But, I think it was solidified when you saw the biggest record label owner, which is UMG, which is who Kendrick Lamar is signed to, which is Drake is also signed. Pretty much everybody. If you got a record deal, you're under the UMG umbrella. When you slapping fives with Lucian, the Jewish person who owns UMG and stuff like, they pretty much telling you, hey,
Drake is Jewish.
Yeah, Drake's mom is Jewish. He's not a practicing Jew.
Well, he's Jewish.
Well, it's not an indictment on Jewish people.
Huh?
It's not an indictment on Jewish people. I don't have no problem with Jewish people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, as a Kendrick Lamar, as a pro-black Kendrick Lamar, you slapping fives with the Jewish man, it just doesn't make sense if you're so pro-black. Like it's just some things just don't, the ends don't meet together. You know what I'm saying? They don't tie in together. It doesn't make that much sense. But a lot of that stuff is definitely bought and paid for. But hey, who cares? Niggas don't respect the Grammys anyway. Niggas been stopped doing that when Jay-Z boycotted the Grammys years ago. He was still in the awards. He still wouldn't show up.
I'm not a Grammy person. I am a K-Dot person. So I don't really care for the Grammys. It could be rigged. I think clearly, I think they just gave Beyonce Cowboy Carter last year because they didn't want to hear our mouths. But I think that, and I don't watch it. I just kind of hear highlights and clips. Me personally, I do think that Kendrick Lamar's music is It's good. I guess I like it. Drake has good music too. If we don't
I
compare,
like Kendrick Lamar music. I like Kendrick Lamar's music too.
yeah, I think I think it's a acquired taste for whomever likes it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you on that. I'm with you. I'm with that on that. Hey, shout out to the man. You know what I'm saying? He had a great year last year. He still winning awards off the album that he put out. I don't
Hmm.
see a problem in it because last year the awards were just for Not Like Us, pretty much the song Not Like Us. So this year
Right.
would have been the time, which and we also want to also say Not Like Us was not on GNX. And so all the awards that he won for the album had nothing to do with Not Like Us. It kind of did, but then again, it kind of didn't because that song wasn't even on the album. It wasn't even on
Hey,
GNX. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
And a lot of people don't even know that. They claim they're Kendrick Lamar fans. They don't even know that. They're not really Kendrick Lamar fans. They just like the beef.
I didn't know
they
this.
can't tell. They can't tell you two albums that Kendrick Lamar came out previous to GNX, but they all of a sudden, I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. No, you're not. You just like the beef. You like the turmoil, and that turns you on. Not, what I'm saying. I'm just talking about as far as how black people are. You know how black people get down. We like shit like that.
Yeah.
We like the turmoil. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what gets us. That's what gets us. But yeah, I'm an avid Kendrick Lamar fan. Downloaded every album, bought every album. Not just downloaded, bought every album that he almost ever came out with. Been to multiple shows for Kendrick Lamar. For the record, I've never been to a Drake concert. I do jam Drake as well, but trust me, I'm definitely a real Kendrick Lamar fan. So I feel like it's okay for a nigga like me to just point out the 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 strange things with things. You know what I'm saying? But hey, shout
Yeah.
out to that man. He wrote the music. He was able to secure the deals. He got 27 Grammys, passed up Jay-Z. Jay-Z's at 25, he's at 27, and Kendrick Lamar's still going. Jay's not really releasing music like that,
No.
but
Oh,
but
hold
you
on,
know,
Rick. Oh, Rick, let me ask you something real quick. You said they got to turn in something. I thought you just like
yeah,
automatic by numbers or something. You said you got to turn in
no,
something.
no, you
No.
have to, yeah, you have to turn in your work to the Grammys. You have to submit it to be judged
Oh,
to see if you
I
win a
don't know
Grammy. So
anything.
you have to do that. Yeah, a lot of people, like I say, a lot of your biggest artists, they don't even submit to the Grammys because they don't fuck with the Grammys because they know what time it is. It goes to the biggest bidder. And so, yeah, but some
Yeah.
people say, well, he didn't really have that real competition in there. I don't really think that. I think he had the competition that he should have had in there. And he just won. That's just what it is.
I didn't know you had to do that. I just thought it's like if you trying to go to if it's like whether it's Hall of Fame or All Star vote, like I just thought everybody in the game was pretty much not what I'm saying they could take in consideration if you had the numbers up there.
Yeah, it's just it should be like that. That's how the Billboard Awards are. The Billboard Awards are like that. It's solely based off the numbers of what you did, who liked your shit. It's not based off of
Boy
a
know
certain
his stuff.
committee that you have to submit.
Our boy know his stuff.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. Yeah, I do. I like the music, man. I like the music. But Dot won. Dot had an amazing year. You know what I'm saying? He put the West Coast on his back. And people like me who like hip hop, I've been looking for a resurgence for the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Game was holding the torch for a while, but that was a long time ago. So
Somebody brought
Kendrick
that
Lamar
up
Don't
the
get
put
me
other
it.
day,
started
Greg.
on him. Don't get
Hey,
me
somebody.
started on him.
What you say? You said like it's gonna be something bad.
The
Go ahead.
game,
Get started real quick.
Well,
I think we got time. Go ahead. Get started. Go ahead.
yeah, we had that conversation last week on the game. I think. Well, a couple
Oh,
weeks ago
no,
on the
it's a
game.
different one. But the whole him with did the podcast with his baby mama and her mama Evelyn, the Drop the Low podcast, and he basically was like talking to. So he had another baby.
Yeah,
Okay. And it's like a huge age gap. It's like maybe a 15, 16-year age gap between him and the
yeah,
girl.
probably more than that
Yeah.
because I know he in his 40s and she like in her 20s. I think.
Nah, she 30. She like 30. Yeah, she
Oh, she's
like
30. Okay,
30.
okay.
So he
So yeah,
should be
he like
almost 50, but I know it's
yeah,
still like a good age gap. And
yeah,
so, of course, some of the clips that were surfacing, and I kind of watched a little bit of the podcast. I just couldn't really get through it. But a lot of the commentary of the game was like basically kind of mocking her because he was like, I told you I didn't change diapers, and have I changed a diaper? And she's just like, no. He was like, did you think I was gonna change my mind? He basically was just like, you know, he wanted to baby mama her because she was pretty. That's what he told this girl. We're gonna have to watch. Y'all have to watch that.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing about it. That's the all stuff that she knew before she started messing with him. If that's what she decided, that's what she decided. We all grown adults. We all make decisions. If she want to jump into that pool, don't get mad when you get wet.
I put it like this: the
Don't
type of
never get
mama,
wet.
the type of mama that she got, Evelyn. Evelyn's her mama. Evelyn's the OG
Evelyn
hoe.
from
She should have been taught her daughter the
yeah,
game. She didn't teach her. She
yeah.
didn't teach her.
Evelyn
Now
ain't
she
got the
looking
game.
stupid.
Evelyn just old and
Evelyn,
pretty and look good. She ain't got the game.
she a old hoe. She a old hoe. We know an old
Yeah,
hoe
she,
we see
she ain't
her.
got the game. She never. When you here's my thing about it. When you a young woman and you're beautiful and you have all that stuff going for you, the notoriety, what you do is you go get you with a super multi-millionaire or billionaire, and then you laid up. You're not still out
Hmm.
here on these streets. You are oh you failed. You failed your daughter. Look at you.
She did,
Don't
but she's
Look
been in the
at you.
game so long. You got
You got to
you.
get
I
out.
mean, you see
It's
what
like
I'm
an
saying?
old stripper. It's like an old
Yeah.
stripper. Don't
Like,
nobody
girl, you
want to
been.
see you in your 40s on the pole no more, baby. You ain't figured this out. You ain't saved no money, started no business. What are
Yeah,
you doing with yourself?
it's sad. It was a sad podcast, honestly. It was
Yeah.
sad.
Hey, speaking of the podcast, I know y'all probably touched on this already, maybe a couple weeks ago, whatever. But so, what will happen with the Cameron and I think his ex or something? I just always see it pop up
Oh
on
yeah,
my
yeah. We
YouTube
didn't talk.
suggestion.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. That was actually pretty funny. I watched that interview. That was actually pretty funny. I mean, because she was saying, "Hey, you're successful. You're supposed to put money into my ideas, and this that, and the third." And he was like, "None of your ideas have ever panned out. Like you have these grand old ideas and think everybody should just give you money, but none of your shit has ever worked. So had I would invested in you, I would have lost my money. And the type of money you're asking for is a lot. And I want to say he ended up giving her like 20,000 or something like that. And of course, he's never gonna see that back again. Now she's back in nursing school.
Yeah, I did see
Hmm.
about $100,000 venue or something like that. That
Yeah,
I think he was
she
trying to
was
talk her
able.
not to invest in.
Yeah, she was a wedding venue in California that she was able to make because she was a bartender, like one of them, top bartenders in New York. So like over like a couple of years, she had saved up like 100 bands. And so that's what she invested in. He told her, "Don't do it. It doesn't look promising." They've had a zillion other investors in that building. It's never worked out. She went on ahead and did it. Turns out the building was a flop. The building needed so much work. It was going to cost another $100,000+ to put into it just to get it to where she could rent it out for wedding venues and stuff like that. It was a bad contract. She lost all her money. Like I said, now she's back in nursing school in her 40s.
Well, I
Oh,
mean, ain't nothing
I wonder
wrong
what it
with
was.
changing your career in your 40s now.
You're right. You're right. Nothing wrong with that.
Ain't
But
nothing wrong with it.
we're not going to act like you're just the best investor if all of your
Exactly.
investments have failed and you have gone out of the entrepreneurship to go back to school to become a nurse. Ain't nothing wrong being a nurse. I was raised by a nurse. Nurses make a
It's
shit ton of
hard.
money. Let's not
It's
get that
hard.
messed up. Nurses, I know a lot of nurses, they make a lot of money. But
Yeah.
when you're in your 40s and you call yourself an entrepreneur, it's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get mad at him for not investing in you to where when you did invest, you pretty much failed at it and had to go try to get you a real job.
I agree now.
You know what I'm saying? So
Cause
that's
it's
what he was saying.
hard.
That was his whole point. Yeah, hell yeah, it's hard. All this stuff hard, man. But
Ain't that
not to
messed
get,
up too, Rick?
too. What's up?
I just say ain't that messed up too. We see this a lot. People, especially we talk sports all the time. We on stuff. You know what I'm talking about. But when you see these players that have made bad investments and stuff, like
Yeah.
real estate and restaurants, and even though they in their 40s, like you said, it ain't too late to start over. But say
Never
all
too
that
late.
money they blown, ooh, even 100,000,
Yeah.
man, dang, that's a lot for anybody.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I want a man to say, "Here's 100 grand. Go invest in it."
That's
That's what
what
I
she
What's
that's
want
gonna
what
be your
she
from him.
wanted.
investment? What be your investment? What were you
Will
gonna
be
invest
my
in?
investment.
Yeah.
I
Property?
don't know.
See, that's why nigga don't need to give you 100,000. That's what I'm saying.
You
You
got
sounded
nothing
how
planned
she
out.
was sounding.
Hey, hey, I got nothing planned out, Rick. She ain't got nothing
I know.
planned out.
Nothing.
He just
What
want
the
a hundred
hell?
Nothing at
thousand.
all.
I mean,
He just wanted 100,000, folks.
I do have my
Yep.
own business venture that I would like to explore. So it's not like it would go in vain.
The
You
Man,
Galleria
know,
she finna go.
Mall, the
She finna go
Galleria.
buy a C. The guy and she finna go buy her C class Mercedes with that
no,
shit.
I'm not. Now I might pay off my car. I'm definitely gonna do that now.
See,
I
you
ain't no
can't do that with
dummy.
investment money. You can't do that
Shit,
with
I
investment
invest.
money.
I
No.
it's
Yeah,
hey, it's mine
y'all
now.
gotta you
But
gotta
I
upgrade.
will. I probably would invest in my own business because my goal is to expand into like my own private little practice. But yeah, I mean, like yeah. But
You
I don't.
don't
I
know
won't
your
know
part,
like
did you?
right
You
now.
said you didn't know a minute ago.
No, like I don't truly know exactly how I'm gonna spend it. I just know I'm gonna be happy as mine.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you on that. Somebody give me 100 bang. I know that ain't what I'm gonna do with it. I can tell you right off the top what I'm gonna do with every dollar. But anyway, we can go ahead and move on from that. Speaking of more crazy stuff they got going on, so while the Grammys were going on, Nicki Minaj was tweeting about Jay Z.
Oh Lord.
Nicki said Jay Z was he. She posted a picture with Jay Z and Aaliyah, and another one with Jay Z and Beyonce, saying both of them were young girls
Groomed.
groomed when he dated them. This, that, and the third. She also said that Jay Z kills babies to drink their blood as a sacrifice, so that's how he's become successful and things of that nature. So I'm gonna let the panel go ahead and take this one away. Ivy.
I can't confirm or deny any of that. I think she having a manic episode, but I don't think everything that she's saying is a lie. Now, what I can now, as far as the babies and the torturing, and it's just like, ma'am, you was a part of the same product. You was a part of the same agency, company, the same umbrella. Okay, different raindrops, same umbrella. So how we know you ain't did none of that? Because we all seen how you talking about Jay-Z, and I get it. Wrong is wrong and right is right. But you laid up with a pedophile. Your daddy a pedophile. Your brother a pedophile. Ma'am, you are surrounded with pedophiles. You really are no different. You upholding this. You try to pay off somebody
Mm-hmm.
for your brother, you are no
Mm-hmm.
better. You're no better. So I mean, I think her opinion about this, we can listen to your opinion. We gonna listen. Maybe maybe he did groom the fuck out of Beyonce. I think he did. That's just neither here nor there. But because she was young. But at the same token, you was in the same music business. You're no different. None.
D Bell, what you got to
I,
say?
I just say it is. I'm different. You already said everything about the pedophile, how she surrounded herself with the pedophile. You said all that, and then I'm with Rick with my boy. Jay Z. He can go two or three. He gonna be behind Pac, but so what Rick was talking about the other day, man, y'all try to take him down. What's his name? Busby, whatever. They try to get him
Yeah,
with
with
this
Busby.
pedophile shit before.
They've been trying to get him with a lot of stuff. They've been saying the Illuminati.
And I ain't saying that
They've
because
been
he was.
trying.
Go ahead, folks. Go ahead. I'll let you finish, folks. Because I'm gonna go.
Oh no,
I'm gonna let
no,
you
no!
take it
You
off.
finish.
No, for real, for real. I'm just saying because then I might say, well, you only saying that because Jay Z your favorite rapper. But I'm gonna say they always try to get Jay Z on something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just pretty much just echoing what you saying. They've been trying to get Jay Z on something. Jay Z has never, not one time, shown us that he gonna do some sucker shit like that. Not one time in
Mm-hmm.
30 plus years that he been out. Number one, number two, the pictures that she posted, those girls, the ages that they have on there wasn't even correct. She said it was in 1996. Rocker Wear, which is a shirt that he's wearing, didn't come out until 1999. You know what I'm saying? Dame Dash, Jay Z, and everybody around has always said, "Hey, Jay Z, Dame Dash was with Aaliyah," but this was after R. Kelly when Aaliyah was a grown woman. So Dame Dash wasn't even doing no pedo shit. You know what I'm saying? They were grown at
Yeah,
that time. She was a grown woman at that time, but he definitely didn't date her. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
why? She was married to R. Kelly for all them years when she
Mm-hmm.
was young. You know what I'm saying? So that type of stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's a proven fact that Jay-Z and Beyonce met when Beyonce was 21 years old, 22 years old. It's but people like to go back and you know how it is with the internet, man. Like it's just it's more salacious just to say these type of things. You don't have anything else on the guy. They done said before the guy sold his soul to the devil. They done said the guy sacrificed his own brother or his own blood to become successful. Now they saying
Oh,
he
his
eating babies to
nephew.
be successful. Yeah, yeah, his nephew. Now they saying he eating babies to become successful. Now they, bro, what is it?
you remember?
Which one
Oh,
is it?
Rick, you remember the
Now,
song? I said the N word. Rick,
yeah, now, yeah.
Yeah,
I
nigga.
said the N word. Okay, but you remember when you said the devil's a lie? He said, "Boy can't be a nigga if a nigga rich, or he gotta be the devil. That's some nigga shit." You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? The devil's a
Yep.
lie. You gotta be,
Yep.
hey,
Now I can't
Yep.
say this. We don't know you exactly what's going on in music biz, but a lot of the stuff has been confirmed. They do some crazy shit. But like I said, if she is utilizing all of this, then you are the same because you under the same music biz. So I think
Exactly.
that Kanye too. I think she's just having a manic episode. I think she do be on them drugs. She be rolling hard. Um, I think that I think a lot of people see the age difference in Beyonce and Jay Z, which it was a lot. She was like 21, he was in his 30s, so it did look like
Yeah.
yeah he groomed her for a very long time, and I think at one point she admitted, or maybe he admitted, that he used to stress her out so bad and just dog her out so bad. She used to be lock herself in a bathroom and cry for hours. And she had to have like one of those gospel singers call her and basically minister to her. Like I think he used to dog the fuck up out of her. But I also think that, it's no different than somebody else from the streets.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I
men
mean,
been dogs too.
yeah, you never know. You know what I'm saying? He might have dogged her. He might have did X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't put maybe how he was as a husband
Right.
and compare that to, how this man was able to make his money, make his
Right.
billions. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And so, I think that's just very unfortunate. Every time a black person gets rich or something like that, oh they sold, or they did this, or they did that. That's just more stigma that just puts the black people further and further
Hmm.
behind because it makes people think that hey, as a black man, you can't ever be this successful without you doing some sucker shit like that,
Right. Are
without you
they
being a
doing
pedo.
Illuminati? They doing witchcraft. Or maybe
Yeah.
they are. Ain't nothing wrong with it if they are, damn you. How you think your ancestors survived slavery? Shit. No.
Well, hey, you got a
Just
little bit of
being
point like
realistic.
that.
Huh?
I was going to ask Rick real quick because I said, I know about the last tweet and they been going at it a little bit, but who started it? Who started? Was it
Mm,
Nikki going at Jay first, or
Yeah,
it was
Nikki
Nikki.
been going at Jay. Yeah, Nikki been going at Jay for a minute. See, Nikki got mad. I think a lot of this really started is when Jay started Title. And so Title was supposed to give every artist, like in that first launch, it was like 20 or 30 different artists in that first launch, equity in it. So when it sold, everybody was gonna get bread, right?
uh-huh.
And so apparently Nikki never signed the paperwork. She never signed the paperwork. And so when it sold and he got all that money off the Title, everybody got broke off, and Nikki felt like she should have got broke off too. However, Nikki didn't want to sign the paperwork.
And then them too? Didn't he help? And she probably wouldn't be this hot right now more for Lil Wayne. Didn't he help Wayne get out the taxes or something? Trouble
Yeah,
with
he
his taxes
paid.
or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, he paid Wayne's taxes. He paid Wayne's taxes for him. I mean, he did a lot, man. He took DMX out of debt and gave DMX the
Yeah.
biggest
Hmm.
deal when he was at Def Jam. He boycotted his reason for when we were talking about boycotting the Grammys. His reason for boycotting the Grammys was because DMX had those two albums in 1 year and didn't even get nominated for one Grammy, and he had two number one
Yeah,
albums.
yeah, with
And
number
y'all know
one.
this back then when people had to go to the stores and buy it, not no streaming shit where that shit could be
Hmm.
manipulated. People had to go buy his shit, and he had two platinum number one selling albums in 1 year, and the Grammys did. So that was the original reason why Jay-Z started boycotting the Grammys was for DMX. Now he's come back down the line, but for at least like 10, 15 years, they boycotted the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? And so for that very reason, they wasn't giving black people the credit that they feel like they deserved.
Oh, can
I
I
mean,
get something
I'm
real quick,
yeah.
quick?
Go ahead,
We,
go
we
ahead,
we
D.
we we didn't cover this in the thing, but I think we forgot. But when you just talking about how people think Jay Z owe him shit, what do you think about that Tracy Morgan thing, that homeless dude? If y'all can touch on it real quick, if y'all want to. With the
I
dude,
forgot about that.
he said, "I owe you nothing." We can wait till next
He's
week if y'all want to, but I
he's
just thought
right.
about it.
We can touch on it real quick. He's right. Tracy Morgan is right because that
You
dude
good
treated
me,
him like
man.
shit. So now that I got bread, I don't owe you nothing. If I give you something, that's how to get us in my heart. But you're not going to guilt me into giving you something.
Wait,
I'm gonna
wait,
have
what
to want to do it
happened?
because that's how I feel. So Tracy Morgan was leaving a basketball game. A dude who used to be, I guess, a bully to him when he was younger. Um, did him real foul or whatever. So now the dude is homeless. And the dude came up to him trying to get something from him. Tracy was like, I ain't got nothing for you, bro. I know who you are. I remember who you are. I don't have nothing for you. And the dude was like, man, pretty much like, man, stop me out. I'm homeless. And Tracy was like, nigga, I didn't do
He said,
that.
I'm homeless, boy. He said, "I'm homeless, boy." Like he called him a boy, still yelling in front of the media. But go ahead. He was still trying to bully
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just like that. I'm homeless, boy. And Trace was like, I didn't do that. Nigga, you homeless because you homeless, nigga. I'm not homeless.
Yeah, he was like, "Give me something." And then Tracy Morgan said, "I don't know you nothing. You used to
Yeah.
bully me when we was younger." So how would you feel like that, Ivy, if you had a bully back in middle school and you this big time actress, and
I'm
then
gonna
he
shit
come up
on
to
too. I think. I mean, because I'm gonna be honest, that stuff sticks with you. People
Yeah.
remember bullies, and it do change. It impacts your life. So yes, and I think that
Yeah.
people say how they want to know that was in your childhood. No, you're taught that it's a character flaw, probably from your pissy ass parents. But on the same token, your ass still knew better not to be bullying people too.
That's facts. You're very right
Your
on that.
cognitive brain had enough sense. So no,
Navi,
you
you
kiss
sound just like Jay
my
Z.
ass.
Not Jay Z. I'm sorry. Shannon Sharp said. He said people might forgive, they might forget, but they'll never forget the way you made them feel.
Make them feel.
Hmm.
That's right. And
Especially
Charlemagne
as a
said
kid.
that
You
too.
know what they can do to you as a kid, man?
That's Charlemagne. You got to think, these are grown men who probably hadn't seen each other in 30, 40, 50 years, 30, 40 years. But he instantly recognized and knew who he was.
Yeah.
Instantly knew who he
Yeah,
was. So
he
that's stuff. So
exactly
that
remember
stood.
that.
It
Yeah.
sticks.
He's
That
like,
sticks
damn
with
man,
people.
what you he said, yeah. But that remind me though, Ricky, it just remind me that when you said Jay Z, like all these people, even David Dash think Jay Z owe him something.
Yeah. Yeah. All these people think that he owes them something. That man don't owe nobody anything, man. Now I do think as an entrepreneur, he owes us what he gives us, which is looking out for black people. You changing laws in New York to stop the free shit. You helping me get out of jail, changing, doing bail reform up there. That's stuff that's gonna benefit black people. You feel me? Yeah, I know a lot of
Yeah.
people don't like, with him going to the NFL doing the halftime show, but we've had more of us on stage. We would have never gotten a Kendrick Lamar performance if Jay Z wasn't over it. Not
Yeah.
that type of performance. They would never show that on TV if Jay Z wasn't over there.
And he
You know
watered
what
it
I'm saying?
down for us.
And
So
he did. He had to water it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He had to water it down a little bit. But any type of performance like that that's going to be pro black or seem to looked at as pro black, you're never going to get that performance. They
Lucas
would have
Gray.
made Kendrick change that up. You know what I'm
It's Lucas
saying?
Gray and Kendrick was in that one too. The other Super Bowl. I think it was at
Yeah,
SoFi,
yeah, yeah.
LA.
Well, that's SoFi. Yeah, you're right in LA. Yep, but they had, when they had 50 come out there and all that type of stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's
But
just like,
we had one white boy. We gave him Eminem. Man, what they? Yeah, one white boy. They should be
yeah, yeah,
thankful.
he had Eminem. You're right. You gotta have Eminem out there. You gotta have Eminem out there when you do anything with Dr. Dre. You gotta have Eminem. That's his biggest artist ever. You know what I'm saying? One of the
Yeah,
biggest rap superstars ever, but definitely his biggest artist ever. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, you definitely gotta have that. So the thing, things like that, that's just not no sucker shit to me. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Opening up schools, donating a lot of money, doing stuff for black people. And if you just listen to any one of his lyrics are geared for black people. He's
yeah,
talking, especially in the last 4 or 5 years that he's been dropping tracks. It's motivational to black people. Say, hey, you can really do this. It's really ways that I did
yeah.
this. You can do this. You know what I'm saying? But I digress on that. You know what I'm saying? Because people will. I am a Jay Z fan. Jay Z is my favorite rapper.
I love me
I
some
got
Jay Z.
I got Hove as the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really like it to go too far in my spills, but my whole thing is why y'all making up stuff on this man? We got clear documented stuff of what he's done for our community. But y'all want to make up all this other stuff that's just fictional shit. No
It's
proof
because
to
they're
nothing.
not they can't directly profit from it. That's the thing. Like
Yeah,
he has another program, and I know for sure this is a Kansas City because I know the guy Lamont or whatever, and it's basically like the Innocent Project of those who were falsely incarcerated.
yeah,
So he actually pours into a lot, like you said, he pours into a lot, but because it's not directly impacting that person, now they're like, well, he ain't doing nothing. No, you just can't benefit from it. And maybe it's
yeah.
not for you to benefit, and that's okay.
And a lot of that shit, to be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you something about, a man and a man's ego. Men are jealous of other men. Men get very jealous very quickly of other men. They won't admit it, but men's
Hmm.
egos. Why that nigga doing this? Why that nigga doing man, nigga had this bullshit, man. He ain't no way he did so and so and so. Niggas be jealous, bro. Niggas be jealous, like for real.
Male shouldn't be jealous. That's a female trait. Jay Z
Yeah,
said.
yep, that's Jay-Z line. That's my favorite line. I'll be shit. I pull that one out the minute. When I start seeing some shit, I be like, nah, this jealousy right here, man.
And
You
then
know what I'm
Rick, you know what's
saying?
sad too? That a lot of people, they the black men that hate Jay Z, people like us, but other people, black men that hate Jay Z are from the South. Just,
A lot of them
uh,
do. Yeah,
I know some people bring New York up, whatever like that. New York don't love us. Feel like, man, I love good music, like you said.
for real. I
I'm
love
done
good
with that
music,
part for
kid.
Jay-Z, but those my two things right there, man. It's usually black
Yeah.
men that
A
hate
lot of niggas
Jay-Z
from the South. Yep, you right though. You
in the
there's some.
South.
I ain't never really thought about that, but you got a good damn point. I got a good damn point about
Well,
this shit.
people are stuck in their ways when it comes to Southern music. I literally just had this debate with somebody, and like, oh,
Yeah,
I think because let's just face it, Southern music is their own entity. Yeah, it's
that's right.
their own entity. So some people are just so stuck. We got the best. We got the best. Yeah, we know it's good. We know it's some good music, but we ain't
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
discredit the other music across the country that has also
That's
made
right.
an impact.
That's right. That's right. Because they made an impact in L.A. You know what I'm saying? Back with Pop, even before Pop, with NWA and all that type of stuff like that. New York had its impact. The South has just held it for longer because
Yeah.
everybody likes the South music.
Yeah, we
That's
hey,
just what it is.
once we got on, because the East, we know that's hip hop, home of hip hop. West, they brought that gangster, but South, when we came, we just brought a different swag, no limited cash money,
Yeah,
Swisher
yeah.
House, all that Atlanta, Memphis got in a little bit,
Exactly.
Houston
Exactly.
rappers.
Houston. I mean, you have Houston rappers like Slim Thug who are still make millions of dollars every year and don't have to leave the state of Texas. You don't know when he got an album coming out. He just dropping like his little mixtape
Mhm.
stuff like that, and people buying that shit. His shows are sold out. He's still getting $60,000-$70,000 when he do a show.
And we got to say, rep, say, God rest in peace, uh, Michael Watts.
Yeah,
Michael
yeah, yeah.
5000 Watts.
Rest in peace, Michael 5,000
Well, he brought
watts.
all the memories
Definitely.
back in high school, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah, man. What? We having nothing but nothing but Michael Watts and Swisher House. Shit, for real.
Everybody,
Swisher
Swisher
House,
House.
bro.
Yeah, Swisher House has made its rounds. Like Swisher House made
It
their
did.
rounds for sure.
It did. You still
From
hear
the
different
Flips to
screwed
the
up
Mike
versions.
Jones, Chameleon there. Oh, man.
And it affected everybody around
Almost.
the world too, because you have people like ASAP Rocky had a lot of screwed stuff in his album too. Well, he
Oh,
always
for real?
represented it. Drake had a lot of screwed shit on a lot of his albums. Where you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. Like, yeah, well, it won't be the whole song, but they'll screw up a portion of it and chop it up like how they do in Texas.
Damn, this nigga
And
know
so
way more music than me. Damn, he making me feel
yeah.
embarrassed. Nigga.
And so that's like them just paying homage to the movement that was down here that was so big. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas up there knew about it too. That's why they don't like the South, because the South has always had their own movements.
Mm-hmm.
The South has always had their own movements. And so that's why the niggas don't like the South. But niggas on the East, niggas on the West, they all was jamming that shit. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like you was jamming that shit. Cause back then, them boys was going platinum. Them boys was doing shows in New York. A promoter ain't finna book you in New York unless they look up the record sales to see where the records getting sold at. Back then. So them boys' records was getting played on the radio. They were selling out shows in New York and on the East Coast and on the West Coast. But a lot of them boys who was the New York rappers, they didn't like that shit because they felt like, New York had put them on the back burner for the South. But the people got to go with what the people want, fam.
Boy, you
Them people
so
got to
right,
go
bro.
what they want. The DJs got to go what the people want. They want people to
But,
listen. So if that's what they want, that's what they want.
hey, boy, you right, boy. Boy, you spoke a mouthful right there, boy. With you remember Rough Rising didn't like Cash Money going on tour.
Yeah, they wouldn't even go on tour with each other. They didn't like it, but it was good for business.
Yo,
And
good
and
with
the
business,
niggas with
baby.
Rough
Yeah, but they
Riders,
don't
they
like
knew
that
Cash
shit.
Money. They
Big
knew
cocky
Cash
ass
Money back
boy.
then was the hottest thing ever, and so they
Yep.
they knew. So them niggas had sense enough to be like, "Hey, we might not fuck with their music, but this tour gonna make us gazillions of dollars. We got to do
Yeah.
this." You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. So that's how. Yeah, we went on a little bit of a tangent. We got
Yeah.
off track or whatever, but still not a damn good conversation though. I started off with Nikki and Jay. I just want to say is I hope Nikki gets some help. So evidently we see her slipping down that slope. She probably gonna be like Kanye is another few years. She's gonna be like how Kanye is now. Apologize to everybody, saying he back on his meds. My bad. I got some making up to do. You know what I'm saying? I did some bullshit. It's gonna be her too, because we
I
all
give
know
him
she's doing
grace,
bullshit.
and I give him grace because I know how it is to deal with somebody who has bipolar 1 and 2. So I give him grace, and
Who
it's gonna
who
be a
you?
lifelong struggle.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt. You were dealing
What?
with a man who was bipolar 1 and 2.
No. Hell no.
That's what niggas
Oh,
do.
No,
I was
I
just a
no.
finna say,
bipolar.
hey, D Bell, I finna say, boy, that nigga will beat them cheeks down if you gonna deal with that.
No.
Down.
Hey,
No.
she like
put
a
that,
hey, hey,
No.
put
she
that
like to
through the
talk back too.
mattress.
You know what? Now
Yeah.
that I think about it, now it was this one dude that I used to talk to. He scared me a little bit. I ain't scared of no nigga. He kind of gave me a little pause. I was like, something wrong with this motherfucker. But
Yeah,
we
nigga
love to
put
live
that.
on the edge. Sometimes I like to see my limits.
You going off that edge, push your ass off that edge. So cliff.
Exactly. And they gonna push your ass off that fucking
Hey, I
head,
had to
nigga.
leave him alone. I was like, yeah, he seemed like he'll slap the fuck out of me. Let me leave
Yeah,
me alone.
you gonna fuck around. You ain't gonna see shit but Tupac. You ain't gonna be hanging with Tupac, fucking around with a nigga like that. You gonna be for real. You gonna be up there with Pac and Big, chilling, trying to get a freestyle out of 'em. But yeah, but we go ahead and move on from that, man. Some other bullshit that what I'm saying that happened, and we can go ahead and just speak on Minnesota as a whole and everything that's going on up there. We'll be remiss for not speaking about that because it's really a big deal with the ICE agents and stuff like that. Over 3,000 ICE agents out there. You had the Alex Pretty murder, where on video you see the weapon that he had on him getting removed, and then as the officer is walking away, they open up shots. I did hear some reports saying that one of the officers said that he fired on accident, but once he fired, it triggered everybody else to fire. Killed the young man, 37 years old, was an ICU nurse.
At the
Loved by people
VA.
around him at the VA of all places, loved by people around
And
him.
we know we shorthanded when we go to the VA. So this is heartbreaking.
Yeah, I've heard stories about y'all about how short-headed it is and how old school they do things to not speed things up. You know what I'm saying? So I've definitely heard stories about that. People in the military. Rest in peace to that man. He was clearly unarmed when he was shot. Of course, the media, your MAGA media, including Trump, made it seem like this guy was somebody who came to try to harm the officers. Something of that nature. Which clearly we watched the video, and it didn't show any of that. The same with the other young lady who passed away a few weeks ago in Minneapolis. I can't think of her name right off the top of my head, but the same with her. Rest in peace to
Renee,
her.
Renee, something.
Something like that,
Yeah,
Renee. I can't remember her name either. But I
yeah,
know exactly who you're talking about.
yeah.
Renee
Definitely rest
Wood
in
or
peace
something.
to her. Yeah, when she was in the car and she was shot, we saw the video where she was trying to actually just go around the people. You know what I'm saying? Go around them, go away. But, we see what's going on. You have a lot of untrained officers up there in Minnesota. Man, we want to tell them people, man, God be with you. Ain't nothing that we can really do. But I do notice now that you start to see outrage now. And I think you said it before. Now that the white folks getting shot, like dogs in the street,
Yeah.
but black folk been hollering about this is what they do to us. And you guys were like, "Oh, really? Well, you probably should have complied with them. Or yeah, probably should have not looked at him in the eyes, or whatever excuse they make when the officers kill us." But now you got these bastards on the street out there hunting down folk and killing innocent folk, and all of a sudden it's the outrage that's coming. So I do find that a little funny, in my opinion.
Yeah, because they like, oh, yeah, they're killing us. Baby, they been killing us. This your first time? Okay, well,
Oh,
welcome.
yeah.
Exactly.
Welcome to the party. My thing with this is, and I can do this just because I was trained in handling a weapon, holstering, all that. Anytime, and you train, so I don't even know how ICE people are trained, but anytime you know what I'm saying, you take your weapon out your holster, it is for a reason. You have a
That's right.
reason why. And I just kind of feel like they're just not I don't know if they're not trained, they don't care, or I think they just be given the red light to do whatever,
Yeah,
47.
in my opinion.
47. That's the amount of days they go to training for. You know why
47.
it's 47 days?
Why is it
Who's the
47th
47?
40
president.
who's the 47th president? Exactly.
President. Yep. That's why they said first time
Yeah, you
president.
know what? That
It's
makes sense.
47 days of training. That's what you
That's
get.
not enough.
That-
That
That's
ain't
not enough
enough.
at all.
No, a woman
That's
said
not
she
enough at
failed.
all.
A woman said she failed every test. They still hired her as an ice
Yeah.
agent.
I seen that. I seen that too. But
Free to kill.
my thing with that is like even in the military, we are training longer than that.
Yeah.
as an MP, our training was longer than that. So they accelerate any and everything, and that's an accelerated course. So
Yeah.
that literally should tell you they are not properly being trained. Now, are they prior service? I don't know. I'm not sure, but that
Some of
makes a
them
difference
are.
too. Then they
Some of
should
them
know
are.
better.
Yeah, they should, and that's what some people are saying. They should know better. Some of them are, but some of them have been trained, maybe with a weapon or something like that, but never have been not trained to be in those type of circumstances. Which is a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't just hire every Joe who's ex-military. Even if you're ex-military and you decide to go into the police force, you still got to go through the training with the police force.
You sure do.
There are two different type of protocols or two different type of ways that you're going to handle a situation at war versus a situation with regular citizens in your local town. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Rick. Hey,
What's
Rick,
up?
real quick. Hey, I'm a movie guru, but I don't know if you remember this movie. I'm gonna get you, sucker. With Keenan Ivory
Hell
Wayne.
yeah, hell
Hey,
yeah.
remember when he said, oh boy said, John Fake said, don't go out there, boy, by yourself. They're gonna shoot your ass off. He said, man, I was a soldier. I've been trained for combat. They start busting at him. He
Yeah.
had to put him down. He said, what the hell you doing, boy? He said, I thought you was a trained soldier. He said, hell, I was trained, but I ain't never been in it. He said,
Yeah.
man, they're two different things, folks.
It's two very different
That's
things.
real
You're right.
nice,
It's two very different things. It's not like they're taking, upper echelon military folk. They ain't got the Navy SEALs out there. You know what I'm saying? There are people, stuff like that who, a lot of times have been in battle. A lot of these times, man, that's their first time actually walking down the street with their weapon in their hand and stuff like that versus them being on a base or overseas or something like that. They don't know how to deal with regular people. They don't have to deal with that when they're in the military, as far as when they get their training and stuff like that done. They're not taught to de-escalate situations. They're taught to go to war.
Yeah, because they probably have a chip on their shoulder already.
Yeah. The number one thing in police and any security is always taught. The first thing you should always do is try to do your best to de-escalate the situation. You should never be the first one with your weapons pulled. You should not be like that. You should try to de-escalate the situation. Then you go from there. You're supposed to. At least try. Yeah, at least try.
Listen, you know how many times I had to go on duty? And this is what I tell people. I'm 5'1". If I can talk you into some cuffs before I could have to use any force, then so be it. And that's a mindset that I've always, and that's what they told me. They was like, you 5'1". They're gonna whoop your ass. Your best bet is to use your verbal judo. That's the first thing they told my little ass. You better learn to talk, and you better learn to talk quick.
Yep. Yep.
I didn't understand. I was real small too.
I don't care if you're 5'1". I'm still a little scared of you. I don't know about the Belle, but I'm a little scared of you. Shit.
Whatever.
Big bangs come from small packages.
Hey, that's my style. She always said she gonna just see how far she can go with you. And like you said, she just talk. You just talking down to it. De-escalate.
Yeah.
I'm not a violent person though. I'm really calm, actually.
Well, that's good. That's good. That's a very good thing.
Hey, it's funny though. My college professor told me that though in criminal justice, say, because at that time I was 145. He said, Dustin, man, you gonna be a state trooper? He said, you gonna need to either get your weight up, or like you said, I mean, like be a fast talker, because you know how long is it gonna take your back up to come? You're gonna have to keep them people off your ass.
Hey, you got a point though. That's true. That's true.
I was bones at one point.
Yeah, I've been old Dustin.
Yeah, old skinny Dustin.
Yeah. Skinny, yeah, that's what skinny.
You were skinny.
Yeah, that's my boy. We go back. All my boy,
but he's still
25 years.
But that ain't never stopped him from talking shit though.
And fighting. Well, the fights were my fault. That wasn't my part. That was old boy and them Shannon all them get me in the club.
Damn, that ham. You ain't throw ham in there, did you?
Yeah. I didn't say his real name.
Yeah.
But everybody know about that anyway, though. Everybody know about that anyway.
Yeah, but nigga still fight, so yeah. You say like that skinniness for you, nigga. Shit. Get your head knocked out real quick. Shit,
real quick, man. Hey, I'm surprised I walked out some of them fights.
Yeah, for real.
You fall on the ground 3 times. You gotta keep bouncing up. You getting jumped. You better keep getting up.
I got arrested coming out of Coco, fighting the police. It's a long time ago when I was a young man. That's when I was a young man.
He was resistant.
Young man, cutting up.
He was resistant.
They got me resistant with violence.
Hey, what do we say on Money Talks? They put their hands on you. Yeah, that's how they brought me in.
Yeah.
That's how they brought me in.
Hey, Robbie, how they did it? What phase on It did like this, or like this.
No, they try to rough me up. They try to rough me up, man. Not you, Rick.
Yeah, they roughed me up. They roughed me up. I just want to say this. I was winning at first, but then when the other one came to tackle me from behind, it was over with. So we're gonna go ahead and leave that alone. That was a long time ago.
Rick ain't no slouch either. I know. I just know something. Like I said, we keep it there. Rick ain't no slouch. If Rick want to meet up with you, he up for the challenge.
We not having that yet.
I'll leave it at that.
We ain't turning down no phase. Turning down no phase. But anyway, I need to chill out. I'm 41. I'm about to be 42 this year. I'm old, man. I'm chill out on that.
I can't do no
Bones a little more after them pipes now.
I know,
even if you win.
For real. What you about to say, Ivy?
I can't do no phase. My back won't let me do no phase. I can tell you that right now. I'm gonna
got you some pepper mace.
I'm gonna have
to. No, you got some. Oh, you got that blam blam.
Military.
Fuck some mace. Fuck some mace. She got the blam blam. Yeah, she got the wet and know how to use it.
My back hurt. My feet hurt.
Tell that nigga come over there, rub on your back, and give you a foot massage. Tell him come on over there, tell him quit faking.
I don't have no niggas. I'm niggerless right now.
Well, you gotta start running them off then if you want your back and your feet massage. You gotta start running. You gotta put up. You gotta put up with a little bit.
Hey Rick. I hate when women say that they ain't got no nigga. They got 5 niggas that do 5 different things in their phone.
Okay, you got 5 different dudes. You got 12 niggas in her inbox right now.
I don't want
12 on the text line. 12 on the text line.
I don't want them.
See, it'd be the ones who ain't gonna rub your back and rub your feet. That's the one you want.
Wait till she got the phone with us. Watch her who she hit up. Or she started checking her inboxes. She got somebody.
Deontay. Whoever the fuck that is. I just made up a nigga name. I made up a nigga name.
Hey, that's a suave nigga name there. Deontay. That's a suave nigga name.
Man, shit. Hey, speaking of shit, when I was just talking about, the first time I ever been to jail, speaking of getting arrested, did y'all see they arrested Don Lemon when he was out there at the Grammys reporting?
I'd seen that. I can't stand how they fucking with him. Yeah, I love me some Don Lemon. Give me a Don lemon drop, Don Julio lemon drop in his honor. But yeah,
that sounds good. I ain't gonna lie. Don Julio lemon drop sound good as a bitch. God damn, it ain't bad.
It is that good.
I thought I was alcoholic. Damn, I ain't thinking that shot. Not that Don Julio. I'm talking about the real Don Julio. I know Don Lemon, but you talking? I'm talking. Get that straight. But go ahead.
Don Julio lemon drop. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, but did you?
I thought he knew not to go, or I just think they was messing with him. I don't know the whole story.
They are. I think that they consistently keep bothering him because like today. I think it's because, and of course, Nikki is contributing to that nonsense, but he's.
She should be going. He should be going out to him too, ain't it? I forgot.
Yeah, she is. She said he was a what did you say? He was a cocksucker or whatever. Girl,
yeah, that's cold.
You sucking a pedophile cock, so it don't even matter. But
I'm gonna stop you when you start lying, Ivy. I'm gonna stop you when you start lying.
So you don't lose track of thought. I'm sorry.
No, I think that he's making a statement. At the end of the day, he is a journalist. He's not just a reporter. He's a journalist. So he's gonna do. You ain't gonna like him all the time because he's going to actually research and do everything that he's supposed to do because he is a actual journalist. He's been doing that for years, and people don't like it. People don't like to hear the truth. People just don't like him because he's black. If he was white, they would even bat an eye.
They don't like him for the other thing too. His other,
Oh, because he gay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say sexual preference, but yeah.
Yeah, that could be another thing.
It's two women against the blade. I ain't got no problem with it. No man, sexual preference as long as he don't come on to me. I don't care.
Yeah, he do what he do. I don't give no damn about what he do. I mean, this whole thing initially started is because he went to a church to report or to film a protest that was against the pastor of that church, who was also an ICE agent as well.
Yeah,
and so people were in there protesting, and so he was there as a reporter filming it. But they said he violated law, and I forgot which exactly the law it is, but it's a law as if you can't go inside a church house and protest or something of that nature. You can't enter a church domicile because, you know what I'm saying? So it is a law that was violated, but he didn't violate any law because as a reporter, it's his First Amendment right. He has a First Amendment right as a reporter, as a member of the media, to be able to go over there and to be able to report. And so that's the thing about it. How can you arrest him on it? Now, of course, he was released on his own recognizance, which pretty much means they just kept him in there for a couple hours and told him to go ahead and go home. So because there was no laws that were actually broken that they could charge him with. I think it's just silly. It's part of the Trump, campaign. To the Attorney General is the one who issued the arrest warrant on him, which is Pam Bondi, which is Trump's right-hand lady. Anything Trump say do, she gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
And he was out of there quick too.
Yeah, out of there really quick.
Yeah,
out of there really quick.
He
didn't even have to post bail.
Because he's a journalist. And I think a lot of people don't understand that even in a wartime, like if it's in the middle of combat, journalists are protected.
Yeah.
So they literally you're not really. It's kind of like a Geneva Convention rule. You really ain't supposed to be fucking with the journalists. Like they are
even at war times.
Yeah, literally they just the journalists. They ain't got nothing. You can't do nothing to them or whatever. And I think even like especially because they're holding cameras. Like they're just taking pictures. Leave these folks alone. And I think that's just, like you said. He did what he was supposed to do as a journalist. He went in there with them people. And honestly, everybody does it too. They see something going down, they following the people with the phone and the camera too. He just did it professionally and tactfully because that's his job.
Definitely. And also, like I want to say again, in the Constitution, in the First Amendment, is freedom of press. So he not only is it his job, it's his constitutional right to be able to do that. And so that's what just makes it so crazy.
I just wish he wouldn't drop his locations early.
Die Julio. That's the Julio.
What'd you say there?
I just wish he didn't drop his locations early ahead of time.
Oh yeah, probably so. Yeah, probably so. I mean, they would have still known it would have been him. They would have still known. Oh yeah, as far as the Grammys.
No, I'm talking about Don Lemon. Like when he said he finna show up to an event or a protest.
Oh yeah. He shouldn't have let him know. He should have just pulled up. He shouldn't have said.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. He should have just pulled up. Yeah. I agree with you on that. He should have just pulled up and did what he needed to do. Now, of course, the same thing would have still happened because, of course, he's on camera, and so you know what I'm saying. But it's the freedom of the press. And here's the thing about it. This is the thing that trips me out about so many people. You say, as far as the Donald Trump of the MAGA side, he shouldn't have done that, this, that, or the third. Well, that's his First Amendment right. Well, what's the Second Amendment right? Guns. So if he can't have his First Amendment, how is it that you cool with being able to tote a gun? I'm a Second Amendment a warrior. I'm with that. Don't nobody need to touch my guns. You ain't taking nothing. I'm keeping my shit. And that's just what it is. So I'm a social media, but you gotta call it clear across the board. You can't be for one thing in the Constitution, but be against something else. But then we also dealing with the man who's running the country who said before when he lost the presidential race that they should tear up the Constitution. So he don't even respect the Constitution.
Storm the Capitol. Yeah.
That's the man who said you should tear up the Constitution because he felt like he had lost. I mean, he did not lose. That's when Joe Biden had won. He felt like he did not lose, so he's gonna you should tear up the Constitution and yada yada yada. And then had the people storm the Capitol.
And I can be president forever.
Yeah, what's constitutional about that?
Forget voted.
Hey, the man is really motherfucking crazy. And I don't want to turn the podcast into a pro-Trump, anti-Trump, pro-left, pro-right.
Well, I can't say nothing. So
why not? Shit, I can.
I feel she got a commander-in-chief.
Give me a bottle of whiskey. Watch me go to work. Well, I drink.
It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Nah.
They can't. They can't say stuff. You know what I'm saying? But look, I'm gonna say it for you. I say, you know me, I ain't gonna hold tangents about this because I really be reading up on this stuff and watching and seeing what's going on and different stuff. And I'm not pro nothing. I'm pro-black, so I'm not pro-left or pro-right. You go ahead and get that shit out of here. Exactly.
It's the month of the niggas. Why did we start off like that? This is the month of the niggas.
We so shit at you so right about that.
Hey Rick, let me ask you something. Did y'all touch on that already? We talking about the pro-black and Christian first. You remember what's that boy name? Anton and Corey Holcomb got into it. Did y'all touch on that already?
No, we wasn't on. We didn't do a show.
Oh man, you gotta go back with that one. Oh, that
Yeah,
stuff been going
yeah.
on.
That was Anton.
Daniels, I think, and is it
Yeah,
Anton Daniels
Antoine Daniels. Yeah,
and Corey
he
Holcomb?
really he really shitted on Corey. I ain't gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with
Yeah.
you. Corey said his that right there in that seat. He didn't want to get up and go outside. He said right there in that seat. So he really
No,
got
no,
there
no.
and G
Corey Holcomb
checked him.
said say it again. No, hold on. Corey Holcomb said say it again, and Anton Daniels didn't say it. He said say it again.
But
Corey Holcomb dropped the mic and got his face. Say it again.
no, he did that. But when Antoine Daniels said, "Hey, if it's like that, let's just go outside."
He said
Antoine
that, but
got
guess what?
he said
He
it
got, he got
multiple
an armed
times
security guard. Okay, go outside. Guess
and
what?
got up.
Okay,
But shit,
you
Corey
got
got
up.
armed security guard.
Okay,
Are we
you
talking
you
about?
get
Are
up
we
there.
talking about Corey Holcomb, the one that slapped that girl?
Now he mush in the face. They got
I don't
that's
Yeah.
care
already
what
been
it
solved.
was.
It's
I
already
don't
been
care
solved.
what it
No,
was.
she
Nah,
been
yeah,
listen.
Corey.
She been stalking that
I'm a
dude.
Corey fan. I'm a
She
Corey
been stalking
fan
that
now,
dude.
but that's the thing. She say no. She was on the same bill as him. She's a comedian as well, so she
No,
say it
but
wasn't never been
everybody
nothing like
no,
that.
she harass everybody. It's females comedians say it. Do your homework. It's females comedians say it, and it's male comedians say it. And they was there
Yeah,
that
but
night. Her
why
own
you
We
can't
seen
boyfriend
the
got a train on
video.
against it. The girl
The
is
send
crazy.
was
the
clear as
females?
day that
You know,
he
he didn't
initiated
punch
that.
her. He mushed her. Like get out my
He
face like
look.
Dave
I don't
Chappelle did a
care
girl.
what it was.
Nah, it
No,
look
He
like
stop
a
had no
punch
talking to
to
me
me,
business putting
then.
fam.
his hands
Hey,
on
no,
her.
don't talk me. Don't stop me.
It look
Trying
like a
to
punch
ruin
to
my
me.
show.
It look like a punch to me.
No, it
It
was a
It
sure
look
mush.
like a
did.
punch to
It's
me.
not. Listen,
You know
listen,
what I'm saying?
listen.
I ain't gonna
If
lie,
y'all do
Corey.
y'all
I'm a
research,
Corey
listen to me.
fan.
No, listen to me.
I'm a
No,
Corey fan.
listen
I'm
to
a
me.
Corey Holcomb
Okay, you can
fan.
be a Corey fan all you want to. I saw him not. He mushed girl. It's
Mm-mm.
already been solved in court. They
I
got
don't
both
care if
restraining
it
orders
was
on
a
each other.
mush, if it was a tap, if it was a flick. He had no business putting his
Yeah, do
hands
that.
on her
Nah,
You have no
he
at
problem
ain't gotta do
stalking
that.
me.
all.
You have no problem stalking me. Number one,
That
you
girl
have
wasn't
no
That's so
problem
stalking that
stalking me.
nah,
boy.
but you ain't
You
gotta
have
Even if
no
she
you
reason
ain't
to talk
gotta
about
was,
my
put your
dead
hands
mama.
on her.
You have no reason
no.
to talk about my dead mama.
Screw his dead mama because he had
No,
no business
so
putting
hey,
his hands on
But
so why
her.
did the judge give a restraining order? Don't nobody get
He
along with
had
this
no
female.
business doing that. That was
You have
wrong.
no business
You don't
goddamn
put your
stalking me
hands
either,
on
do you?
people. And you see
Hey,
how
you,
he didn't challenge none of the men.
hey,
That lets you know what he
no,
really
no.
about.
No,
Mm-mm.
actually, her boyfriend that was security told her to get out of there because she was causing too much chaos, and he got a restraining on her now too. The bitch is crazy.
She
That's just
might
Yeah,
be
fact.
crazy,
she
but that does not mean
It don't
she
mean,
but
but
punch
you
you
can't
fight
her.
walk
though.
you can't walk up to her and
Hey,
punch her though,
don't put
fam.
yourself in the situation of a man. How about that?
No.
You ever
Now
heard
the
that?
only time
Men should not be hitting men either. You should not
So
be
I'm
hitting
saying, well, you
nobody.
should be get
The
up, you
reason
should be
why
goddamn coming up harassing
you
me
should not be
on my
hitting
job.
anyone.
Oh my
If
god, you
I
know
come
Corey
up,
Holcomb is a
if
comedian,
no.
right?
If you come up and
she's a
hit
comedian
me,
too.
Okay, but guess what? She
no,
ain't big like that. Don't nobody book her. She
matter.
costs too
It
much
doesn't
chaos. If
matter.
y'all do y'all
If
research,
you,
like I'm trying to tell y'all, don't come up to
I
my job
researched it.
harassing me everywhere I
She
go.
no, she was on the
She
bill
was
too that night.
invited. She was
She was on the bill
invited.
too that night. She was on the bill too that
Okay,
night.
but she had did more than this. What I'm trying to tell you, if you listen, she shows up every other place he goes. She's
That
been doing this to Corey.
here's the thing about it. If
No, do
she's
you
doing
hear what
that,
I'm
if
saying?
she's
She
doing
is
that, but
harassing
now
this dude.
listen to you. It's an easy way to solve that though. It's a very easy way to solve that. If you already have restraining on her on her, and she keeps showing up to where you are, then you can simply just have the police to come get her.
No, that'll
911.
happen to the
She's
mush.
violating the restraining order.
No,
She's
it happened
violating the
after the
restraining
mush.
order.
The training orders
Maybe,
happened after the
but
mush.
my thing is though, as a man, I understand how women get, but as a man, she doesn't put herself in a man's place unless she puts hands on him. If she starts swinging on him, that's a whole different ball game. Whole different ball game.
Look at this, get out
He
my face,
fighting like a
bitch. Like
man.
Dave Chappelle did. Get out my face,
But you
bitch. He
can't,
didn't punch her though.
you can't do that. You
Well,
can't
he
do
didn't
that.
punch her.
It
Okay,
was
well,
it was
hey, if it's
mush or
coming up this
punch.
time, hey,
It wasn't no light
okay.
mush.
Regardless what y'all say, the law is the law.
It
Guess
could have
what?
been a
Guess
punch.
what? He guess what? He didn't do no jail time. It's been solved in court. They both got restraining orders against each other. She can't sue. She can't do nothing. That was years ago. So ain't nothing
Yeah,
she
but
can do about it.
It was
yeah,
last
but
year.
Last
that
year,
don't mean
yes,
it
so it
wasn't
don't matter.
wrong.
It's been solved.
That don't
It doesn't
that don't
matter.
mean it
We
wasn't
already
wrong.
know
That
it
don't mean
was.
it wasn't wrong.
We already know women's rights are never taken serious. But like I said, at the end of the day,
Oh,
he
why
had
would you
no
say that?
business
Well,
putting
why
his
that?
hands
Why that?
on
Hold on.
her.
Javi,
He
I love
had
you, girl. You
no
gotta rewind that though. You said
business.
women's rights are never taken serious.
They don't. Let's just be listen. Let's just
You
be
you
real.
you know who
But
they call who on it and if y'all got domestic dispute and they call the police. You know who going to jail back then?
who going to jail?
Man, you know that. Come on, you know who going to jail.
That's not a right. That's actually
Oh
an
my goodness.
That's not a right. Rights are, we know what
Being
rights
around the
are.
bush. Go
Rights is
ahead.
autonomy, all that. That's the rights I'm talking about. But anywho, like I said, he
Y'all
had
want
no
equality, don't it?
business
Y'all want equality,
putting
don't it?
he
What
had
equality? There you go.
no business putting his hands on her. I'll give you an example, and let me give you a good example. Let me give you something that you can understand. If me and you in an altercation, and if you decide to put your hands on me because you're frustrated or you're mad at me, and I turn around and I pop you, and I'm not popping you with a hand, I'm popping you with something that's made of
Yeah,
steel,
I know what
you
you're
Blam,
talking
gonna
about.
blam.
get up.
Pow, pow.
You see what I'm saying?
But
Who
you
is
acting like
wrong?
you
Who is
acting like that's a
wrong?
one time thing.
No,
You
no, no,
acting like
no.
that's a one time
Who
thing.
is
I'm
wrong?
talking
I'm
about you
giving you
keep
an
hey,
example.
listen to me.
I'm
If
giving
you
you an
keep popping up
example.
in my job, you keep popping up my job. Everybody else got a problem with you. Why are you keep popping up trying to goddamn provoke me? I'm gonna give you what
She
you want.
was invited at that time.
Okay, she didn't have
She
to
was
talk to that dude.
working.
He didn't have
She
to
was
talk about that man
working.
mama. Listen, it don't matter. What they give
That
you right to talk about my
getting
mama, my
okay.
dead
So I
mama.
put it like this:
No, I'm asking you a
getting your
question.
mama talked about is not
No,
grounds to hit
it,
somebody.
it's more, it's a mush, number one. It's not a hit. Because a punch
It
should be
looked
laying
like
on the
you
ground.
punched her to me,
No,
damn it.
no, it ain't a punch, it's a mush. It's just look it up on the court documents. You can go
I
look it
don't
up.
care if it was a mush, a tap, a
I
push,
don't, I don't care. I don't care
what
either,
it
then.
is.
I
You
don't care
put
either,
your
then. You
hands.
keep
I
getting
put it
in my
like
face.
this:
I don't care who you are. You keep getting in my face.
you put your hands on me.
Okay,
It is gonna be a horrible
okay,
day for your family, and I'm not
okay.
talking about me. It's gonna be yours. He had no
What,
business doing that. Like we're not gonna
wait, what?
sugarcoat this, and we're not
Okay,
gonna
hold on.
downplay it.
So harassment is cool? Just say you working at
Harassment
Burger
is
King.
not cool
But no,
either.
no, okay. So I'm asking you. Let me say something. So if you keep harassing a dude, keep coming up to Burger King, harassing you, you ain't gonna get frustrated eventually. He didn't touch you, so you ain't gonna do nothing to him.
He touched her. You keep missing the point. You
No,
trying to find a
I asked you a question.
justification.
No, I just asked you a question. I said, are you gonna do something to him if
Is
he keep on showing up to your job? Yes or no?
he keep coming up to my job and he has done nothing physically to me. The only thing I'm gonna do is call the police, and I'm gonna keep calling the police.
Okay,
Now,
he gonna
if
keep
he
showing up.
tries, listen to me. If he tries to do something, then that's my grounds to protect myself. You have no grounds for protection if you do. It's called escalation of force, basically. We literally just talked about that with the ICE agent. They clearly ain't doing that either. But it's called escalation of force. I'm gonna meet you meet force with force, and essentially,
So
that's
why wasn't he
exactly what it
arrested?
is.
Why wasn't Corey arrested?
We don't know why, because apparently it was lied on the court. They said it was a lie. She said that everything was a lie, and the people who were supposed to testify didn't testify, or whatever the case may be. The video just now came out. That video was not presented in court at
Okay.
that time.
So
Yeah, so
That
he'll
apparently,
come to
Corey.
you.
So
Then so
apparently,
come
Corey gave the club money for them to act like the video cameras didn't work, but they did work. And a former employee actually had it and saved it on their phone or whatever, and released it now. So apparently, Corey did pay them, but they would not release the video. And so, it was kind of pretty much inadmissible. At that point, it becomes he say, she say, and don't
You know
So
nobody
what
there
really
was
recalls
supposed
no
to
that.
say?
video. The video was not
The
available
video wasn't
in
available.
court.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, at that point it becomes he say she say because they don't have any proof of anything.
Well, released now, then, ain't it? So
Well,
let's
yeah,
finish this proof.
Double
but not by the
jeopardy. It's called double
you
jeopardy.
can't.
Even if the
Yeah, you
trial is
can't
over,
do
you
that.
cannot go back and trial him.
Yeah,
You just
you
cannot.
can't do it.
And
You
and
can't do
rightfully
it.
so, they can't. They can't. Because
They
if you
can't do
do
anything
that, then
about it now.
then
But
yeah,
but
we
but it's weird. Her boyfriend told her to get out here because she causing too much chaos. And the other female say that's all she do is go there to them clubs and cause chaos.
I don't
And
doubt
so
that at
then why he got a
all.
restraining order? Why he
I
got a
don't doubt
restraining
that at
order?
all. Oh, I don't doubt that at all. But the boyfriend is probably going about it the right way. If he has a restraining order on her and she pulls up on him, then she'll go to jail.
He got one
So
now. No,
you
she was
got to
beating his
have
ass
that.
for a year. She was in
But
him
you
for a
got to
year.
what?
How about
But
that?
that's on
How
him.
about that?
That's on him for being with a woman who gonna hit him.
Okay, but
And
guess what?
maybe Corey should have just stepped back and waited till she swung on him so he can go ahead and tee off on the motherfucking ass. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
No, y'all
That's
say
what he
no.
should
Y'all
have
say don't hit a
done.
woman at all. Y'all say don't hit a woman at
No,
all.
no, I didn't say that,
You said don't
Justin.
hit.
Earlier,
You said
earlier in this conversation, I said
what she did.
until she puts herself in a man's place, which is by putting her hands on a man. At that point, all bets are off. Once you put your hands on him, he can respond how you want to respond. Don't put
Well,
yourself
And
in
I
that
wouldn't even
predicament.
say it's a
I
man's
did the
place,
thing.
but if you hit anybody, they have every right to defend themselves. And
Yeah.
and when I say defend themselves, some people don't know how to stop defending themselves. So that
That's
means
right.
you lose your life in the process, then that's what it is. You only are responsible for your own actions.
Oh,
At
Ivy,
If
the
I
end of
just
the
a
push you,
minute
day.
ago.
if
Oh,
I
just a
push
minute
you,
ago,
D
Ivy. Hold on,
Bell.
hold on. It might be when you didn't, Rick. But Ivy, a minute ago, you said a man should never put his hands on a woman at all. That's what you said.
I never said that.
Then
I
you
have
backed it
never
up.
said
Then you,
that.
no, yes, you did. Then you, because it's recorded. We go
No,
back.
no,
It's
no.
okay.
I
It's
said
recorded.
he should not have put his hands on her because she did not put her hands on him. He hit her first. We're
Yeah, that's
not
what
going
she
to
said.
change
She
that.
said that.
You said a man should never put his hands. Okay, we're gonna go look at back and refine the video later on. And then
Please.
we'll inbox
I know
about
what
it.
I
We'll
said.
all inbox about it.
Because I
Yeah,
am
yeah, but
pro whoop somebody ass if they hit you. That's who I am. I've always been pro whoop somebody ass. And I teach my child, you don't hit nobody, especially no boy, because if he
Yeah,
fall off and hit
grandma
your ass,
told us
it's
everybody
your
keep your hands
ass.
to yourselves.
yeah, she said that before on multiple occasions. I will say that. I've said it multiple occasions. A woman should be putting their hands on a man unless she wants her ass whooped. Or she should, whatever come after that, it
Mm-hmm.
comes once you put your hands on. She said that a lot of times before.
You control your own actions. And I tell people I can only control my actions. If you slap me and I kill you, unfortunately, that's what happens.
If
I
you
remember,
hit me
yeah,
in my
cause
face, I can't go punch you. A woman, I
yes,
can't.
you can.
Rick, no, I can't.
How come you can't, bro?
Punch me in
If
the
she
face.
push,
If she
I'm gonna,
whipped
I'm
me,
gonna,
if a
I'm gonna
woman
tell
just
you
pushed me in
this.
my face, she
I'm
say,
gonna tell
nigga,
you,
get.
I'm gonna tell you this, D Bell. I'm gonna tell you this, D Bell. And some people might not even agree with what I'm about to say. But if you in a heated argument with a woman and she push you and you turn around and slap her, I'm not gonna look at you as no female abuser. I'm gonna look at you as somebody who reacted to the situation. So I'm not gonna look at you. I'm not gonna look at you in no kind of way because she should have
So
put her
you cool with
hands
Dana
on me.
White? You cool with Dana White? What he did then?
When the wife
With his
slapped him, he
woman?
slapped her
Yeah,
ass
that is
back.
what. Yeah,
Yes, yes, I am. I'm cool with it. Now, I will say this: this is coming from a man who's been slapped multiple times, hit multiple times by women, and I never fought back. However,
be the problem.
I'm not
No,
saying I will not ever. I never have. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't in a
yeah,
situation where I felt like I was in danger and had to really like defend myself.
yeah, exactly.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They was angry about some shit I had did. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But even still with that, I don't deal with women who really put their hands. I have, obviously, but for the most part, they kind of got pushed there. They still should have put their hands on me, but you know what I'm saying? That's the past. That's a long time ago. We ain't gonna talk about that. But anyway,
That might be a hey, we almost took another 30 minutes. This might be a good subject next week.
it is. It's a very, very good subject. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if she would have walked up and just pushed him, or you know how females give it, they put their finger on your head, shit, this, that, and the third.
Shove with that one finger.
Hey, don't put your
Nah,
hands on that
you can't
man.
punch a woman for that, man.
Man,
You
look,
probably push him back or something, man. You might.
I wouldn't do it, but again, everybody's not gonna react the same.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna do to you in that situation.
You're right, and you can't
Everybody
push
wish they
people like
boiling
that
point.
and
Everybody wish they
expect them
boiling
not to
point.
react. That's right. You can't push people like that and expect them not to react. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. Like, again, like I say, it's not my thing. I probably wouldn't do it, but keep your hands out. Keep your hands. Everybody keep their hands to themselves.
Like grandma
Shit.
said, everybody keep your hands to yourself.
Keep your
But
hands to
damn,
yourself.
don't be harassing me though. You remember that
Yeah,
creepy ass shit?
that's true.
What's his name? Marvin from Players Club did. He just showed up to Diamond's
Yeah,
house on Players
yeah,
Club.
yeah. Oh, this is where you live.
Yeah, like he was invited.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, nah, I feel he was definitely a creep.
You can't put your hands on him, right? Hey, ain't that
He was
harassment?
no,
Ain't that harassment, Ivy?
he was
Ain't that
definitely gonna steal
harassment?
it. He was definitely
You
gonna try
said
to steal
what?
that pussy.
Ain't that harassment?
What
Talking about
is?
he on Players Club when Marlon or Marvin, whatever his name was, he showed up to Diamond apartment. Said, "I always make sure you get home safe."
Yeah,
He did
yeah,
nothing
he
Probably
wrong,
sure
right?
me.
said
He did
that.
That
nothing wrong.
was.
He did nothing
That
wrong to you, right?
was.
Yeah,
What are you
she
talking
got
about?
he was finna take that pussy.
Yeah, he was.
He got
He
popped.
He finna,
now you coming to somebody. Now you gotta understand you coming to somebody's home. We're in a whole different subject now. Come on now.
yeah.
You get some
We're in
That's
a whole
points all
different
the
different
ball
time. You
game.
subject.
just say make sure she get home safe.
I got the right to
Nah,
retreat,
hell
and baby,
no.
I got the right to retreat, and I'm about to retreat something. It's gonna be a treat for your ass.
Nah, he didn't put his
Nah,
hands
So
on you. No, you can't just shoot him. Now when he tried to get into the house, yeah, he was trying to
you
force
can
entry.
retreat.
Now
yeah,
you can kill him.
he was trying to
Yeah,
force
now
entry in
you
that
can kill him.
motherfucker. Yeah,
You trying to get some
Marlon finna
cat.
take Marlon finna take that cat.
You trying to
There
get some
wasn't no doubt about it. He finna take that cat.
Hey, he said, I invest a lot of money in you. He said,
He
I invest a lot of money in you.
we say, I always make sure you get home safe. You old
Yeah.
poor
What
Hey,
he
as a man,
hold on,
that
what he
creeped me
said,
out.
Dustin? What he said, Dustin?
He said, I invest a lot of money in you. You act
Yeah.
like I don't use it.
That don't even matter. Yeah. No, hell no. Yeah, you gonna take that? Man, we done went off on a whole tangent, bro. We a little over time.
That would have been a
I
good
don't give a
enough
damn.
whole
A
other show.
good conversation. We had to give y'all a little extra since we've been missing for the last couple of weeks. We're sorry to the audience. Please try to like, share, and all that type of stuff like that, so we can get to where we're gonna make sure we work on the consistency and stuff like that. But hey, life be life, man. And it's been froze down here in Louisiana. Come on now, bro. I know Texas was froze up a little bit too for a while. Come on, man. You gotta give us
Houston been thawed out. We ain't had no ice, no snow. We been kicking it. So
Yeah, y'all been
hey,
kicking it. Yeah, my sister said she was
we
in
been
that thing
kicking
kicking.
it.
No
It was
problems.
cold. It still look cold, but we good.
Yeah.
In the words of this program, we all advised to put or condone putting hands on women.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better
Yeah.
say it.
Or we don't condone shooting people for no reason.
Shit.
Even if you
No, we
find one.
don't. We don't do that now.
No, we don't. We don't condone none of that. None of that. There you go. There he is. But we definitely don't condone that. But yeah, I mean, look,
Appreciate y'all.
we
Miss
did it,
y'all. That
y'all.
was cool. That was cool.
All right.
Y'all
Definitely missed
be
y'all, man. We're gonna definitely catch us up next week. It's your boy Rick.
It's Ivy.
boy D Belle.
Give him hell. Peace.
All right, peace, y'all. Take it easy.